What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Wuthering Waves. So, yeah, the new Augusta origin story quest is now out in the event, so I'll be doing that. But before we do that, I want to update you guys on a couple of things. The first one you might have noticed right away is that my voice might be a bit different. I'm not sure if it is or not. The thing is, um, just sometime before the the 2.6 live stream, um, yeah, there was an issue with my mic when I update the software that I use for it, and it kind of made me sound all bad and stuff, like nothing was working. So I just reinstalled the application, the software, and I kind of forgot the settings, so I chose that one preset that they had that kind of matches the closest to like what I had before. So if I sound a bit different, even like when I did the live stream back then too for the 2.6 reaction, yeah, that's why I sound a bit different here because things kind of messed up. But yeah, hopefully it's not too bad and stuff. Hopefully at least it's still good, and it might be like this for you know pretty much from here on out unless it goes out again. But this time I did record my settings to know like which one I should choose. And yeah, I might say this if you're watching like some other Let's Plays of mine that I'm doing currently. But yeah, that's the first thing, just in case you might have noticed. And the second one is that, yeah, I got Frolova here. I got her from the previous video of Wuthering Waves, but also her weapon too. There it is, look at that. We got the freaking violin
Absolute
rectifier there.
utility.
So yeah, pretty much I have leveled up Frolova all the way here, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, here it is. There's my Frolova. Oh, the music, dude. I didn't realize it plays her music in the background. Yeah, now I'm starting to like notice her theme too. Like the music, man. But yeah, got her weapon. Here's the echoes that I have for her. But yeah, pretty much, went off like what Pridwin would recommend for her. Yeah, she's really cool, man. Can't wait to play more of her on my own time, but yeah, she doesn't really fit in with my Cardathea theme, my team here, so I'm going to like put her away. I just want to showcase that because I got her from the previous video, like, luckily. And yeah, with that, with Forlova Obtain, I'm not planning to get, any more of the future characters. I am considering, based on the ending of the 2.6 livestream, on getting that one new character that's coming. That was like teased at the end of it, because there was some kind of like interaction with Cardathea that we can see there, but I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I just hope they become friends so that I can maybe get her and just add her to my Cardathea team over here. So, anyways, yeah, 3-minute intro. Let's go ahead now and begin our event quest over here. Where was it at? Yeah, I believe it's somewhere over here. And also, let me make sure I obtain that and get the rewards here. Okay, was it not here? I swear, I thought it was an event thing, but maybe it's not an event. Is it like just a... Is it a permanent event now? I have no idea. Maybe it's in the quest. I thought it was an event. My bad. Quest? Oh, this one, right? Wait, this is a main quest? Head to Solace Tavern. Oh, I thought this was an event quest. I didn't realize this was a main quest. Oh wow, that makes things very important. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a very short one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to record all of it within one video. I did look it up of like how long other people had to record this. I think it was like maybe around 1 hour. Or you know what? Maybe I can look it up right now. If it's like within an hour, I can go past my 50-minute limit that I usually do. So let's see. Wuthering Waves, Rust, Sword in the Sun. Oh yeah, this guy has it at 50 minutes. A live stream has it at over 2 hours, I see. Okay, it looks like it's around 50 minutes. Okay, I can do it all in one video then, which is perfect for me. Because that was my plan.
When I grow old, I'll be the
Alright,
strongest
here we go.
fighter.
So that, the next video, we can do the next Augusta patch and stuff. Here we go. Yeah, hopefully things are fine on the recording end because, you know, the whole updates to my softwares and stuff. Like, hopefully I don't sound bad right now.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy. Air's all wet.
Like, yeah, if I sound bad right now, like, noticeably bad, like way worse than before, then yeah, something is up with my um microphone software.
Oh, man. Please let me finish my sentence. Ugh. Cold, cold, cold. Oh.
A hot meal should warm you right up.
All right.
Man, I'm getting like,
I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna.
yeah, now I'm getting all like self-conscious now because I feel like I just don't sound that good as before.
Whoa! Pinch
I
me!
feel like I had it
This is a
perfect
piece
with
of the
my
hat!
microphone settings. But this is like my first recording back with these new settings.
Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that. Don't worry, money's not an issue. Augusta made sure we're covered.
Ooh,
All our
okay.
food and lodging here in Septimon is built straight to the F4's palace. But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon. And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed. Free stay, free meal. The Zephyr really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, hang around a bit longer. This smells amazing.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia's right, the last clues should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
Hmm. That's what they revealed that next place to be, right? In the 2.6 livestream. Let me view the term here. The Sanguis Plateaus were once the Septimon's frontline against the Dark Tide. Due to the region's unique landscape, remnant energy gathers here in unusual density, along with a light cloud perpetually looming overhead, formed since the first Dark Tide. During high tide seasons, gladiators from across Septimont arrive here to hunt Dark Tide creations in the name of glory.
We're so close to the finish line. Just one step away. But our pace has slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimon. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Affer's invite did say something about a big hunt. Huh, that reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. Looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the Great Aegon, the messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the F4, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar.
Ooh, who's
You
this?
possess eyes as clear as crystal, but what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds?
Okay.
A warrior
Is his
who
eyes
walks
bleeding?
the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne.
I mean, we just had like Forlova be like the first person to like bleed with a bandage eyed. And we got both eyes being bandaged.
At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power.
I never noticed. Did they ever do lightning before? I never looked up. Like Genshin Impact makes it very obvious, but I don't think I've ever seen lightning like naturally with the weathers in this game. I think I've only seen like maybe the rain, and that was it.
Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
So I don't know if his eyes are actually bleeding or like his cheeks are the one that has like a cut, like horizontally. I think it might be more of the cheeks and not the eyes, maybe. But at the same time, you know, his eyes are bandaged too. Maybe they just decided to not put the blood all the way up there. And you are?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
You know, he's really giving me like Cristoforo vibes. I don't know. Maybe like an NPC version of him.
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave.
Like, you know, I can definitely see like Cristoforo being playable in the future. But this guy, I feel like his design might be a bit too much NPC. But at the same time, like, he does look, you know, somewhat detailed enough to maybe be playable. I can't tell, man. But yeah, I'm trying to compare it to like the other models in the background.
Curious about
He does stand out with like the feather.
Allow me to say that
Like that
nothing
pin.
would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
And then you got like the hair having like, you know, it's being more detailed, like way more polygons because it's so curly and stuff.
Wait, how do you know she's the champion? And all that stuff about the F4 too? Oh, your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option. Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta.
Wait, he's really... This is pretty much like when we met Cristoforo, right? When we first met him, he's like, I'm a traveling playwright looking for inspirations for my next play. And now it's pretty much like similar here.
That's why I speak of her with some familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
And then tell me about Augusta.
Augusta, a girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place.
A commoner without noble patronage. But then she rose. That's pretty cool.
Just like the burning
She wasn't
sun
born in
was
royalty.
once a cloud of dust.
There we go. Quest unlock. Oh, here we go. Nestor. Well, now here, like, the blood is black. So is it dried up now, or? Dear guests from afar, do follow me into the near-forgotten stories of Augusta, but simply telling it might be a bit dull. How do we proceed? Oh. I see. Okay, what a weird way to choose choices. What are you trying to do, or what methods do you have in mind? What are you trying to do? Perhaps having the listener become the protagonist of such stories might be a good option. This should add more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. Continue. At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. Are we role-playing? Of course. Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you'd made, they will not alter our reality. Yet be wary, fate is fickle, and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Her past decisions may not have always been the best. Well then, let the story begin. Set aside the complex thoughts and let me sing the epic of a young girl, Augusta. I am Augusta. I am Augusta. A gentle, warm light begins to blur your vision. You slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small, frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A solemn group of Sitamontian gladiators stand guard around her. Continue. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the Dark Tide did to your home, and we're here to help. I will boldly observe the man in front of you. Different choices will change the corresponding value. You must be hungry. Here, this should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Well, let's be friends. Wait, hold on. We have a goal. Establish yourself in Septimont. Reach 100 reputation. Oh wow. You know what? Speaking of settings, I just realized. I just want to make sure things are okay. Like on the some other aspects of my recording. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let me continue. I just want to make sure, man, because yeah, I feel like I had to change a lot of settings. We can take you to Septimont City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. I'm gonna choose like the most canon choices for Augusta. I'm sure there's like, some other, you know, because I'm guessing just the way this is going, we can maybe get like alternate endings. I think I just want to go, whatever the most canon I feel like Augusta would take. If I had to guess, if they were canon. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the Dark Tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. Grip your sword with determination. Yeah, the way I see Augusta is that she's a very, bold and determined girl. Like, pretty much like a warrior, a hero. Like, just imagine, I guess, any hero from a hero story. Or I guess, any, chosen one, maybe. We'll grip our sword with determination. Wait, are these our stats? I just realized these are stats that we're increasing right now. Okay. The gladiator shakes their head and pat your shoulder. I'll follow them. Remember to maintain a stats balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. Oh. A story chapter is complete once the corresponding goals are met. In the end, you chose to leave the village. The gladiator's words revealed a bitter truth. You lacked the strength to protect the home you were leaving behind. In your travels, you... What does it mean by engage with the gladiators? I mean, it might sound good or bad. I want to say it's good. Following the gladiators, you arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Show your awe in the city. A poster of the gladiator's Aegon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. The gathering people push you towards the crowd. No, we draw closer to the crowd, dude. Oh, look, we can see. Depending on our choices, the stats will be highlighted on the top, left and right. I mean, I guess I'll always choose the one where we have the less stat then, maybe. You know, in case, just to, like, you know, balance things out. You must know, the Sentiments revere strength. Here, only the victor reigns. That is law older than the city itself. Let's see. You notice the passion-filled eyes of the Septimontian. Eat or be eaten. Such is the way of this city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. We'll just continue. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You'll realize that gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimons. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Ooh. Tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd, or quietly leave the crowd. Well, this one, apparently it buffs more. This one only buffs the, I guess I don't know what that is, like the toughness or strength. Like the arm there. I'll tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. Always sacrifice health on the top. As you leave, you notice that 3 words stand out in the incessant chatter: identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. There are always those commoners who view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. I want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are gonna try for the Aegon this year. Them and their stench be sticking up in the place. Ooh. I would ignore their words. Hey, there we go. We raise our strength. It looks like the other one would like lower it. So yeah, we gotta be like bold and tough if you want to raise the stats. You are determined to step into the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back, someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Kato. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on a few protégés. So, you want to join the Aegon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? Have you met this guy before? Was he like one of the people in the Peaks of Prestige? Hold on. Peaks of Prestige. Kato? Was he that one guy? Or am I just mistaken? I feel like... I don't know why. Maybe I just heard about the name before or not. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. He just... I don't know if that's the same guy or not. Anyways, I'll just keep on going. Or you know what? What if I type in Wuthering Waves? I tried typing in Peaks of Prestige. Wuthering Waves, Kato. Hopefully it doesn't spoil anything for me. No, I don't see anything like at first glance. I don't see like the NPC image or something. Okay. Well, you recall the discussions about gladiators, identity status, and talents. People in the city of Septimod seem to value these more than anything. You chose to lie about your past. No, speak honestly about your past. You gotta be proud of it. Yeah, see, it went up. The dark tide took your home, and you came to Septimon seeking strength. Is that so? You've got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. No, we gotta argue. Alright, this is our dream. Oh, but we lose the crown? What is the... Okay. What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Ooh. Let's try to look Kato straight in the eye. To increase that back up. Yeah, there we go. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. I will accept the duel without hesitation. Blades meet in a sharp clash. Kato moves up with practice ease. You are quickly defeated. Strengthless, do you realize how weak you are? Let's say this, which is why I want to become a gladiator. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge him again the next day. Heck yeah, there we go. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are as pestering as the city folks say you are, huh? Well, like, we weren't even able to, like, land a hit, right? Maybe defense is the best offense? Yeah, defense will be the best offense, maybe. Ooh. Just like last time, you weren't much of a challenge to Kato. You were swiftly beaten once again. Go back, this is not your path. Continue the challenge on the 3rd day. Too slow, too weak. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be stronger. I'm gonna guess this will increase my sword, but decrease the crown. Oh no, it's both. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate. You've lost. Challenge him again on the 4th day. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? It'll get you some food at least. Continue the challenge on the 5th day. Before you stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limit. Wow, look at this picture. I'm guessing this is a younger Augusta. It's kind of weird because, like, you know, she doesn't look she's not supposed to be like fancy and stuff, but she does look kind of fancy here. I can still fight. The wind swept up by the blade whispers past, and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak leaves, and you hear your friends' laughter, your parents' gentle calls. But in the very next breath, a bone deep chill engulfs you. That touch you know all too well. Thoughts race across your mind, and your hand instinctively gripped the sword hilt. I won't surrender. Hey. You seize the opening and land a hit on Kato. Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Let me call out to him. In Septimon's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated, a symbol of conquest. The sword is yours now. Is that why, dude, is that why her weapon is like made of multiple weapons? So like, the victor claims the weapon, and like, I think her lore is that she never loses, right? So like, she just keeps on piling up the weapons. That is so epic. Wow, that is so cool. Victor or conquest? They don't sound like too much heroic to me. I want to be like a hero in a way. I want to say victor. If you are determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there. Augusta, that's your name, isn't it? It's kind of funny how we're getting. I think we're gonna get Augusta in August, right? Like still in August. So funny. Yes, I am Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators may brand you with a number, symbol, or even a name of some wild beast. I am prepared. Our crown is maxed, and the only one last standing has the right to reclaim their true name. Well, we obviously know that happened, yeah. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You will have to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make them know my true name. Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp, right here. Oh, there's nothing? That was the end. Chapter 1. That was pretty cool. I like the story.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option.
I agree. I think
She had no one to trust but herself,
that's probably it.
and naught but a blade.
I mean, she lost her home already, man.
And yet,
Like, what else is she supposed to do?
as the first
Like, she wants to maybe,
stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary.
like, you know, she just wants to go up.
Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F-word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
I mean, I don't think it's hard to not believe that. Or you know, believe that like they're the same person. I think it's because, you know, when you're young, you can probably see them be like, you know, weaker than what they are now. They just got stronger over time.
A girl far from home, arriving in the
Maybe
city
they even like
upon
matured over
capitally
time
neat
too.
hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
No, there might be one.
Do you mean Kato?
Oh.
Do you believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose? And that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe he had long grown tired of that corrupt system.
Then Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
I like the story so far. It's very like, you know, a hero's tale. Continue. Yep, I'm ready. Yeah, it's very much a hero's tale. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under Kato's training, and today, the grind continues. So I just realized, so our stats have names? Hold on, what is the name? So this was the... Oh, that's the reputation. That was our goal, right? Okay, we need to focus on one. Okay, so that's willpower, martialism, and health. Okay, so we gotta make sure we increase this. I was not keeping track of that. Like their names. I got so lucky the reputation went up by 100 at the end there. Okay. Let's continue. Stick to the training schedule. You arrive at the training site, repeating the same moves over and over again has begun to wear on your patience. You notice some gladiators' training moves you've never seen before. You decide to. Now let me stay focused and keep to your own training. You reflect on your training, and it was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Endure and push through. Days slip by, and the gladiator's Aegon draws near. Today, Kato will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now, you're on your own. The training ends today. Here is my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You already know the answer. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others, you meet Kato's gaze, and he reads the answers in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You will have to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make it happen. Yeah, this one makes it feel like, you're anticipating it. Like, you're hoping that it... this one, okay. I'm like screwing up my words here. This one makes it feel like it's more guaranteed than this. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. This one feels like, yeah, I will make it happen. Like it feels more confidence in yourself. You are aware that sponsors for the Gladiators Aegon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all at the top of the line merchandise I got here. Care to have a look? Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. I feel like volunteering feels more presentable. Like I volunteer as tribute rather than taking a step forward, because you might be like maybe a little scared if you don't say anything. I'm guessing volunteer will make it sound like you're saying something for yourself. The audience cast their eyes in your direction, however, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Glimpses of the noble's lavish... No. Visions of your home's ruin flash within your mind. This one. That is what's driving us. We don't care about the audience. Alright, our true goal is with this. A what? Wait. Okay. Never mind. I guess I chose the wrong option. These laughs, so they really did have a hand in that disaster. The rots in high places also played a part in your home's ruin. Okay, I see. So yeah, like we said earlier, or like they said earlier, with I guess during the break, like Kato or Kato, however you say his name, he might have been tired of the corrupt system. So this might be like what plays out. So maybe we'll play into that here. Here we go. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The minds of the gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Now let's not be silent. Let's go and have a fire of anger ignites in your chest. Ooh, our health went down. But yeah, we gotta. Ooh, look at that strength going up. Oh my gosh, it's not stopping. um, but yeah, we gotta keep that in mind. Well. A village girl with such an unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimons had a joke this amusing. Ooh. Try and you'll see. Here we go. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling your life so we can have all a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? Don't underestimate me. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. You give the nobles a chilling stare as they talk in whispers. Um, entertainment, you say? In Septimon's, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. You turn your view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stand towards you. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats as the Septimontians had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. You frown at the old-school noble. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we may speak further, brave young lady. Oh no, my bad. Try to go back. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. You accept the noble's trial. My bad. I am a little sick, by the way. That might also be why I might sound a bit different, but I think it's more on the mic settings. Though trials is to find a word for something intended only to break you. They're both the same. Head to the trial grounds. Outside the walls of Septimon City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. Now let's not feel sentimental. Wait, what is our goal? 50 reputation and 100 willpower. Let's go for this. It's now different from the home you remember. They say a ferocious lion beast, corrupted by the dark tide, prowls deep within the cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. Your first trial is to slay the beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment but a dull sword. A dull sword is more than enough. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing death. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Let's try to break free. Oh no, our reputation went down. Shh, get down. You're trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath or you'll alert it. You know what, let's do as he says. It seems like us trying to break out lowered our reputation, so we'll do that. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then, a massive beast roars and walks past where you were hiding. Let's go and keep our head down. Shoot, our willpower went down. Okay, this is where it gets really tough now. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him that the beast did not notice you. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimon gladiator, eh? I used to be like you. Lost a big match and got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimon has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such a reality. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Only a madman would go after that lion. I have my reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you chose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you've managed to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast. Thus, you march towards the deep cave. Enter the cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly. Then, a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amid its golden mane, while claws like scythe tear wounds in the earth. So why is it called the lion beast? I mean, I feel like the lion itself feels beastly enough, unless like it's more beastly than a lion. Let's go and maintain distance and swing your sword. As you expected, the sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to use our environment to our advantage, maybe? That might be good. Yeah, quickly analyze the cave's environment. Just before the lion beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. It's not over yet. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodge forces its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Guess using the environment is one way to do it, or finally? Now let's use this one. It's like we're learning. The trial has ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red, the birds scatter, and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. Are they afraid of me? The Quitter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can instill fear. I mean, this feels like an evil thing if we desire more power. You are still somewhat shaken. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. Oh no. What is it this time? Sounds more confident to me. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Setamont have 2 lives. Kato seemed to have mentioned this before. One by their parent, and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a glider's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. With disgust, I will calmly accept. To get the admission pass for the Aegon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators for Setamont. As your reputation grows. So do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see you when you fall. When you will fall. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? I mean, Augusta looks really tall, right? I'm sure, you know, she developed some muscle along the way, too. Ooh. I mean, we don't want to give fear, right? Fear is bad. We'll ignore their comments. I guess that's fine. We do need more strength, right? Even though we lose reputation. You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Oh, shoot. So if we kill... I'm guessing this will lower our reputation, because the audience will not like that. But if we do kill, the reputation will go up. Within our strength, our willpower goes down. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, they're the same. Wait, they're the same. My bad. I kind of read this option wrong. We're just suppressing, I guess, our emotion to kill. Our desire to kill. I feel like this is better, right? I could be wrong. Because this one, like, is just straight up sparing. This one, I don't know, maybe it sounds better. Oh, there we go, that sounds better. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Like, I'm guessing you still kill them, but you just suppress, like, you know, your desire to kill them. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Steadily plant the opponent's sword into the ground, or raise the opponent's sword. I'm guessing raising the opponent's sword sounds good for the audience. And this one feels like maybe we're like not accepting the sword. I mean, we still got like one more trial, right? So we can still maybe work on our willpower later on. I just want to be safe about this because, you know, I feel like this might not be the same results as before. Because this one might also make it look like we're not accepting, or like taking their weapon. Let me go for this one. This one feels like more accepting their weapon. Even in set the mods, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted Victor, a frequent champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Aegon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. Indeed. I'll show some respect. The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer, a perfect job, and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Rip the contract. There we go. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble's servant splits curses in your face. We'll say nothing, avoid any altercations. There we go. Reputation goes down, but we have raised it up a bit. You ignorant country peasant. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer for your arrogance when the time comes. Don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. This guy beside the servant. I'll ignore him. Oh, this is hard. Did I win? Was that the end? The Skyon silences the rambling servant, tears up the contract. Because, like, we have exactly half. With the reputation and willpower, we got the exact amount. Well, let's go. There's no point in talking sense into an ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. Nah, we feel nothing. There we go. Okay, good. Whew. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility as a stake. Remember the haughty look he wore a few days prior. But the noble wields only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent Scion and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Well, approach the noble seats, or stare at the watching nobles with contempt. I don't know what to choose here. I mean, approaching the noble seats might be a bit scary. I'm not sure if that will. I feel like that might lower the reputation. Staring might be good enough, you know. I have won, and I have achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your glided lies shattered before real strength. Whoa, step on Victor's helmet. Toss the helmet back to Victor. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation, and dare not to challenge you except one. Eridel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with a powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. A sword tampered by countless battles is no less sharp. Or talents no longer matter to me. Let's say this one. There we go. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Eridel, you arrive as promised. Even the old school noble is present this time. Here we go. Your opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours, and his crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Eridel's armor's unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Just going to keep calm. You then shift your pace, luring Eridel into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his step grows loose, his reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops just before the neck of the Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applause. Stab! 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 What? Kill! 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 Well, I just kind of failed that. Right here? I'm guessing this well, like both choices are supposed to go down like that. Like supposed to lower your your willpower. Eridel closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Let's leave it there. This one affects the willpower. Okay, good. My gosh. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you only take Eridel's sword. You then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel a sense of relief. There we go. Okay, good. That was so scary, man. Continue. Live! 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 Look back at the crowd and wave. The next day, you arrive at before the old school nobles with 100 lives. That's pretty cool. I remember when Lupa, like when they were showing the past during one scene. Like they were also saying that too, right? Like kill, kill, kill. Because yeah, that's what they were like before. They would like take lives, like real lives, and not like the sword. Oh, that's also interesting too, right? I forgot who said, like, you know, a sword is your life. I'm guessing that is like one way for them to, like, stop having them like actually, take their lives and use the sword as a symbol for taking their life. And that's how like Augusta was able to make it more peaceful in a way. Okay. Hmm. Everdell is merely made of Sedmontian flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I'm ready for the third trial. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arsinosa. That's cool. He never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Arsinosa. It has never tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no humans can ever reach, the last wall of Sentimont, but I have no reason to yield. It is this unsurmountable challenge that steers the thirst for victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the Guardian of Sentimont. Here we go, dude. You got it. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of true strength. I mean, let's cut it down. Leave the past behind. There we go. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can be destructive. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and it will call your name for all to hear. Wow, so we gotta reach 100 martialism and reputation. Okay, so the sword and the crown. Thank you. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how will you show them to the world? You once heard a tale of a legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Oh, that's so cool. The fusing swords, here we go, man. Now, you decided to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. Gaze at the flying sparks from the blacksmith's forge. Now let's go with this one. This one sounds more epic. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you will still seek to do this without power of not your own. Watching the blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, a seemingly impractical idea emerges. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. That is so cool. Grip the heavy sword in your hand. Now let's go feel the power. Whoa. Your forte never stands out among resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forte or for the forge fire and hammer swings. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. Let's go in. Survey our surroundings. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The nobles' banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsinosa appears. Ringing or... Let's say Arsinosa's mountainous size catches your eye. It's awake! A noble shrieked. Arsinosa stands silently opposite of you. Slowly, its eyes open, coldly watching you. Rests her hand on the hilt, or Let me just focus and stay alert. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shattered the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. Let's go and take up a defensive stance. The screams from these stance are soon drowned out by the lioness roar. A wave of sound, dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Ignore the pain. Let's go and try to patch ourselves up quickly. Oh no. Her second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paws. Now let's go recall our encounters from previous battles. Oh. You manage to withstand Arsenos' fierce attack, and at the moment it withdraws. Seize the opportunity. Jeez, it's still going down, the attack. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was a lot. I just realized we need martialism to be at 100, right? Oh my gosh. Wait, what is this X here? Oh. You manage to withstand Arsenosa's fierce attack, and at the moment it withdraws, seize the opportunity and thrust your blade into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Golden blood spills the arena. Oh, that's so cool. The golden blood. It's like the gods in, like, I think in Egypt. Steady your breath. Arsenosa seizes her attack. Her mane brushing against your blood-stained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chant your name in honor. I have gained the lioness's blessing. The voices, they are... Listen to the waves of cheers. They're the same thing. Oh, look at that. It went back to 100. Okay, good. Oh, wise and noble Arsenosa, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Arsenosa. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimont. They're both the same. Wave after wave of applause. The Septimontians salute me as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. Take another step forward. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsenosa's blessing, you have been granted a privilege. They're all bowing to me. You were crowned the champion without the great Aegon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Raise your sword. That is so cool. At last, you stand atop the summit, the champion. Only now, with the battle fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength, you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules, forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives shall serve Septimont. There we go. Happy ending. Nice. That was a cool story, man. I like that a lot. A hero's tale. A hero's journey. Love that. Like, you know, a rise into power.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the F4. Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
I enjoyed it.
I appreciate your kind words, my generous listener. I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. But there is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the Ephor is partial, at best. Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story, the reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them. Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
You seem to know exactly what I'm about to do.
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take. The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells. Before I leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Well,
Good,
I'd
Abby.
say strength.
All full.
Let's be real. There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength. Rover, what do you think?
I do feel like it might be these two over here. I mean, I want to say the I do think the past does play a part, at least in the beginning. But I do think like her persistence, her unyielding resolve is probably what kept her going. That's what I would say.
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey. When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself.
Yeah, we're almost to the finale, man. Just like that one
Farewell,
trailer.
my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance. Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
I'm guessing Nestor is like, probably just an NPC. If I had to guess. Because like, maybe he's like one of those people where like, those NPCs that look detailed, but he just disappeared. Wait, what? Did he transform? Was that supposed to be him transforming, but like my PC couldn't handle it? Like they couldn't, I couldn't tell. I don't know what that was. He like disappeared and then this blonde guy came out of nowhere. I'm not sure if, I'm guessing my PC couldn't like handle that animation. Yeah, I'm guessing Nestor was just an NPC. Kind of like, it looks detailed enough to look playable, but not playable. Kind of like what we had back in like Mount Firmament. Or like even like Full Mean too, like... Yeah, not gonna lie, I thought maybe Full Mean would be playable in a way. Like maybe a 4-star. He would be great as a 4-star, like candidates. I feel like a lot of those detailed characters... Like I feel like, the one guy in the Midnight Rangers that trains people. or like when you do your when you get like the experience and the money and all that stuff, or that one person from the Mount Firmament. I mean, I don't know if she fights, but there's this one like really detailed character in Mount Firmament. Yeah, I feel like a lot of characters could have been 4 stars. I feel like that is such a missed opportunity. While we like have so many, well, we haven't had a 4 star in a long time, man.
As the priestess, Yuno is far too unruly in both action and word.
Whoa.
It's a disgrace to her title.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum.
So they don't like
A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
Oh, there she is.
Took you long enough, Augusta.
Handling the senators takes time. You know that. Well, to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet.
Lilibet, the current head priestess of Septimont.
Priestess Iuno, unruly behavior, left Tetragon Temple without permission and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want.
I forgot what she sounded like. I didn't realize she sounded so like that she had an accent.
If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
I mainly remember Augusta's voice, but not I just... It kind of feels like I'm hearing it for the first time now.
Hey, I'm with you on that one. The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person. Grandmother Lilibet said her fate is one of unknowable void.
Is it me?
Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Ugh, what a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted
it
the
is me.
invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunt.
Yeah, that's the next update, right?
Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's Book of Prophecies. The hunt and our plan, neither end well.
The Book of Prophecies. A scroll Lilibet carries, recording visions, glimpse in the flame light. Both this book and the murals with Tetragon Temple are media through which the priestesses of Septimont convey prophecies to the people.
Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius,
Oh, I should have read the
Valeria,
Hero of Heroes.
one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin.
Can I review it and then read it again? How do I do that? Can I do this? The legendary ruler of Septimont. The legend traces its roots to an ancient prophecy that only the one who becomes the hero of heroes can save Septimont from falling into ruin. Wait, that's a prophecy.
As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
But yeah, I'm guessing she's saying that, you know, even with that, as long as, yeah, there's heroes, we're still good.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Iuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone. Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
Why are you saying this?
Oh, snap. Heard whispers.
The storm is coming.
Was that a dark tide?
Come. You know, my friend.
Isn't that what
The
they
best
do?
way to greet
They
a
just like
storm
have these whispers?
is to walk straight into it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was the dark tide. But like, she was hearing it, right? You think she'll be corrupted? That'll be kind of crazy to see. Maybe she'll be like the one that withstands the dark tide. Like we could see it like in person. There we go. And that was it, man. Yeah, that was really cool with the story and stuff. I like the backstory of Augusta. And yeah, she'll be playable next time. But yeah, I think I'll keep this all in one video. A little longer than usual. But yeah, that's pretty much it's right there. But yeah, I'll play this again when the next update is out. I don't know the exact release date. I might be a little bit late to it because I am going to go on a break. Like when it comes to me uploading some videos. Maybe for like a week and a half, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway guys, yeah, that'll be it for this video. Yeah, sorry if I sound a bit different. It's because of my settings. And also I am a bit sick, so that might be it too, but I think it's more on my mic settings. It's a bit different now. Anyway guys, yeah, hopefully it's not too bad for the future, and I'll go ahead and end it here. So that'll be for now guys. That's game.
They call me a god.